Hey everybody, Randy here with Stay Broke Business Consulting. Welcome to day 52 of building $1 million business in 1 year. We are building a business and we're putting it online every day, kind of what we're going through and some of the trials and tribulations we're having. If you're new here, go back, check out some of our earlier videos. But today, this is something that we've talked about before. This is Tracies Boots and Buckles. It's somebody we've had a relationship with for years. We get all of our boots for our utility crews from here, so we've been working with them for a long time. We're heading into a meeting today, and we brought Michael Chase for the website side, and we brought Lauren DePascal for the Google My Business stuff, and we're going to go in here and talk to them about what their needs are, what they're looking for. I have a little pitch that I put together based off of a quick phone call that I had with one of the owners. So at least let them know that we're listening and we understand kind of the direction they're trying to go. And then we can kind of get into more detail, see if we can get some specific pain points and see what their real needs are. I know that by bringing these other people from our network in, their services are definitely needed. We're trying to figure out where we fit into this puzzle as well. So join us in this meeting today and we'll see how it goes. But this was just going based off of what you said and what your goals were for the future. So that's where the presentation came from.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking to get our website tuned up because we know we need it.
So we've had people complain about it. It's hard to navigate and everything else. There's too many things on
They
this
can't find
side.
what they're looking for.
They can't find the little search bar and when they're on their phones and everything else.
Right.
I'm gonna write down all these because that's where I'm gonna come in and understand the pain points. That's critical
Okay.
to making sure that we're doing a successful build here.
So you give them a thing that says like you need this kind of steel toe boot. Or
Yeah, so
something,
our program is like, now it's evolved over time, but all of our field crew get 2 free pairs of boots a year, and then after that they can buy a third or fourth pair where we'll pay $50, and then the rest comes out of their check in small increments.
Sure.
And they have to go in and get a piece of paper filled out with the manager's signature on it that specifies like it has to be safety-toed shoes, stuff like that. And then they
So
bring
they
that
know
up
kind
here,
of to buy.
and then they know, okay, we
We
can go
put
ahead
it in
and
the
give them a
computer.
pair of boots.
So you
And then
can't
I
get
call-
these, but you can get these or these.
Then I either call Randy or
Yeah.
Kyle and he gives us a credit card or the phone. We pay.
And then you cover the 2 pairs or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I specialize in like local business pages, so Google, Apple, Yelp, things like that. Google's probably your guys' most important.
I don't know much about Google My Business. Like, it's not my expertise at all, but what I noticed is the visual of it, right? She pulled it up to show me some stuff, and the first thing I see is all these boots for sale, and none of them are for sale.
Through you.
None of them are links to Tracy's boots. We can set it up to where there's one bill and everything's taken care of through us, or you have access to everybody individually, like whatever makes you guys comfortable and whatever type of control you want over it, you have that control here. If you don't want to work with me and you just want to work with him or her, that's fine too. You know what I mean? So you guys have options. So we just finished up our pitch meeting. We had kind of a general pitch that we were doing just based off prior conversations, but more importantly, making sure we have a full understanding of their needs. We didn't have any pricing ready, nothing like that. It's just, really making sure that we know their pain points. A big part of what they're trying to do is heavy reconstruction on their website, which is Michael Chase. He's going to be able to come in and really help with that. And then we noticed quite a few issues with their Google My Business and the reviews and some missing parts there. So Lauren's going to be able to step in and help with that. As far as what we do and our focus, like being able to push on the e-commerce, help them get their videos, their media, all that stuff up to date. Like, there's not a real big point in pushing on that now when they have these other issues that are in play. We need to resolve that first so we have something to build off of. Right now, I know that, like, sure, we could make videos for them, we can start working on the social media, but the results aren't going to be there if they don't have a good platform to go to, or they don't have good up-to-date reviews online or good pictures online. Like, this is all stuff that once that's all up to date, now we can come in and say, let's hone in on the e-commerce stuff. Let's really push on this, tweak some things, and see if we can get your online sales up. But the majority of their sales are in-house, so let's fix the the pain points, then let's move on from there. So we're fine with that, right? Part of what we're doing is building a network. Not everything is about the money. We've had a relationship with them for years, and we want to maintain that relationship. So making sure they're getting quality and they're getting what they expect, that's number one. And it'll come back around. Whether we make any money off this deal or not, we know that now we have a good referral. We want to be brand recognition. We want to be talked about whenever these types of conversations come up, even if it's just us facilitating the meetings and bringing, you know, people from our network together to try and deliver on what they need. So we'll see where this goes in the future. I think once the website's redone and once their Google My Business is done and everything starts flowing right, then we can step back in and do what we do and help them out a little bit on this side. As far as like bookkeeping, they already have that and they're happy with those services. So there's no point in even trying to sell them on that right now. Maybe down the road after we build more of a working relationship like this. And then same thing with business consulting. They're not having an operational issue right now. They're having kind of a stagnant slowing down of their growth, and that's what they want to focus on. So we don't want to push on operations right now if they're happy with the way things are running. Now, after everything is optimized and there's still some things that can be tweaked, that's when we can step in and talk about operational inefficiencies and different things like that. So don't get caught up in what you're making today. Worry about potential for the future and referrals for the future. We're building a real business, like I said, and this is something that we intend to last, and we're looking steps ahead. And if facilitating some stuff today and not being pushy today is going to help us build our brand and help us close in the future, then that's what we need to be doing. So hopefully you learned something from it. And we're looking to take you guys along on more of these. The cool stuff was more to me seeing like the questions being asked and the issues being put out there and coming up with solutions. Like that's the fun stuff. That's where we can learn from. So I think getting Michael Chase and Lauren Pascal in for a sit down in a long format interview to talk more specifically about what they do, what they look at, what their metrics are, all these different things. Like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these interviews or any of these videos that we have coming up. And as always, stay broke.